This is What's Wild in New Hampshire by wildlife biologist Eric Orff. Look where I am today. I'm at Brook State Park. I am at Archery Pond. Let me walk down. Nice parking lot here. Archery Pond. An awesome place that the fishing game department stocks frequently for fly fishing only, and has been this way for at least a half a century that I know of, and probably long before that. So an awesome place, paved trails for great access, a wheelchair accessible landing over there for those who need that. Just a great place to come where it's quiet. And there's a whole archery course right here, a field archery course, free. Well, I guess you might have to pay to get into Bear Brook. I don't know that part. Anyways, here is Archery Pond that in another 3 days will be open to fishing. And look at that platform over there. Again, handicap access. They've done a really good job here at Archery Pond in Bear Brook State Park for handicapped individuals, as well as the rest of the sportsmen and women. But here, guess what's happening this week? So 2 days from now, on Thursday, April 22nd at 5:30 p.m., there will be a public hearing. I'm going to stand back away from that glory hole there and see if it's a little quieter. Yeah. So this Thursday, in 2 days, the 22nd, April 22nd, at 5:30 p.m., will be a public hearing to get public comments on the next 25-year plan for Bear Brook State Park. Yes, 25 years, taking us a quarter of a century into the future. What is the management plan for the park? What would people like to see and do? And here is your chance as a New Hampshire sportswoman and man to chime in on this public hearing Thursday night. I think if you Googled Bear Brook plan, there will be a link there for you to get in onto the, I presume, a Zoom call for the public hearing. As the vice president of the New Hampshire Wildlife Federation, a couple of years ago, I was asked to be on what's called the steering committee for the plan, 25-year plan for Bear Brook State Park. We had a number of meetings over several months, more than a year ago, but because of COVID, that stopped a year and several months ago. We had some Zoom meetings, but so it was the technical staff, it was the wildlife biologists, the foresters, the forest rangers, the parks people, the forest people, fish and game staff, and others that drew up this plan. And we, the steering committee, saw each chapter, commented each chapter. But you know, the steering committee was made up of more than a dozen of us, and I was chosen by the New Hampshire Wildlife Federation to espouse the views of the state's sportsmen and women. But there were the mountain bikers, the horseback riders, the dog people, the musher people, the hikers. You just can't imagine how this park is changing from year to year, and there is just way more use of Bear Brook State Park. Hey, it's 10,000 acres. It sits between Concord and Manchester. What, 120,000 in Manchester and 70 or 80,000 in Concord? So 200,000 people within a 20-minute drive of Bear Brook State Park. And we know that public land such as Bear Brook State Park was good medicine during a pandemic. We know our hunting woods, where we as hunters have known for the last 40 or 50 years, if you're as old as me, where there were a few other people. Now we have the mountain bikers, we have the kayakers, rolling into our fishing access points where we used to be able to back our trails in, and now you can't. But so a lot more people using the outdoors, and I hope they're on board with protecting what we have. We want to make sure that they are part of the team that protects places like Bear Brook State Park. But we need to voice our opinion that, hey, we've been hunting in Bear Brook State Park for over 50 years. We want to continue to do that. We want to be able to fish in Bear Brook State Park as sportsmen, be able to utilize the facilities to hunt and fish for the next 25 years in Bear Brook State Park, you need to let them know. You need to be in on that public hearing on Thursday night. If you're a hunter or fisherman in New Hampshire and have ever come to Bear Brook State Park or think you might, you need to voice your opinion. Yes, let's keep it open. You know, we don't need a whole lot more trails in the park, because every time you build a trail, guess what? You can't hunt on the trail. You can't supposed to be on the trail or fire a firearm from the trail. So, you know, we don't want Bear Brook State Park laced with new trails if you're a hunter, at least. So, yeah, use existing trails. And let's keep Bear Brook for wildlife. It's a state park, but it's a place for wildlife. You know, I, as a wildlife